So, welcome back. Thank you so much for your comments about the rustic Christmas tree. It seems to be a runaway success. So, to follow on from that, I thought I'd give you another tutorial on a little crafty thing I did this year, which is the elf door. Now, we have this kind of tradition in our house, whereas every year the elf arrives to check over the kids and to see she's there being good for Christmas. I'm sure a lot of people are aware of Elf on a Shelf. It is that. And we do it every year. And this year our elf arrived with his wife. Very exciting times in our household. But I thought this year I'd mix it up and do something different and show a way of them arriving. So I thought I'd make up this little elf door that you could put up on the wall. And they'd be sitting outside the first morning waiting to be discovered. And of course the kids went mental and loved it. So I thought I got a lot of kind of hits on Instagram and social media about it, asking about it. So I thought I would show you how to make it real easy. Again, like the rustic Christmas tree, super easy. I use bits and pieces I had lying around. Now obviously I've got lots of offcuts and bits and pieces from all the stuff I do, but you can pick up some of this stuff really easily anyway, around at the hardware store or whatever. So let's get started. So you're going to need downing rod, which if you'd made the Christmas tree, rustic Christmas tree, you might have some of this stuff left over, which is great because I do, and that's what it's from. With that, I've got like a little sort of half-inch piece of wood here, which is going to actually be this is going to be the columns for the side of the door, and this will be the sort of lintel that goes over the top of the door frame. Then I've got some balsa wood, and you can pick up this stuff on Amazon or wherever else, or a hardware store or craft store. It's really super thin wood, and it's very thin. You can cut it with a pair of scissors, which is really handy. It breaks really easily. I'm using this for the panels on the door because it's just easy to glue. So we've got the glue, of course, to go with it, a little bit of wood glue. Then we have this little baby, a little drawing pin. This is actually an upholstery tack, so it's a little bit longer, as you can see, a little bit longer than a normal pin. And this is going to be the door handle. That's it. And of course, the base of the door, which is, for me, this is the back of a picture frame. So I'm going to just take off this and these bits and pieces from the back, and I'm going to cut it down to size to make the actual door. And you can pick up this sort of stuff. It's really thin, sort of MDF, or like really, if you get some thick card. If you can get wood, it's easier, because obviously if you're going to paint it, which you will, to make it red, you want it to be not going to bubble and stuff like that. So I have measured out and cut all my wood. This is the back plate as such, and this is the door itself. I've also cut my downing rods and my lintel. And I have cut some of my panels for the door out of the balsa wood. You can cut it with scissors. It's so thin, this stuff. You don't have to use this stuff. What you could do is some of the wood you use, the leftover, the cut-offs and stuff from the door, you could cut into the same size panels if you want. I'm all about reusing and recycling stuff. So all this stuff is stuff I had already lying around the house or in my shed. Use what you got around, so it doesn't have to be identical to this. Just use bits of offcuts or stuff you have, and if you can buy as little as possible to make these things, it's great. I love upcycling, I love recycling stuff that's lying around. It said this is made from the back of a what's called a picture frame. So I measured that. So now you'll kind of see the look. So this is the back plate, as I said. So the lintel goes in the top. Got two little columns like so, and the door will sit very nicely in between like that. And then my panels, as I said, are really easy to cut. So just mark them out and literally cut them like so. You got your wood panel, so there. So your wood panels, they will go like that. They don't have to be perfect. I kind of like the fact that they're not completely square and square cut. If you want to have it more square and measure these out, feel free. I quite like the kind of slight imperfections. So then you got your door, and then I just cut two small pieces, one slightly larger than the other, like so, and that is going to be my letterbox, like so. And then what I'll do is I'll pin this little drawing pin or upholstery tack through in here, and that'll become the door handle. So now all that really have to do is I will take the door, glue all these pieces in with a bit of wood glue or some PVA glue, depending on what you want. Then I paint it. I will do the same with this. I will glue these in with wood glue, like so. Paint it then. I'm going to do this with white, and do the door is going to be red. If you want to do different colors, that's fine, obviously. Non-toxic, please, if you can, because you remember the kids all around this, so it's as non-toxic as you can be with your paints. And then I will stick this in to the inside here as well, and then put the pin through. And if you want, what I did with ours is I put a small nail up the top here, just right there, little small kind of nail, like he says, like a little nail like this, one of these nails in through here, so that I can hang a wreath, which we're going to make with the kids at some point for their for the door. I thought it'd be kind of cute project for us to have for the kids to do, is a little small mini wreath for the door for the elves. And that's it. So I'm going to go off now, stick it all together, paint it, elf door. So I have now painted everything, as you can see. I painted the back plate white, and my door is red, and as you can see, I did a little silver letterbox. I thought I'd put that in and then just stick it on after it's all painted and make it easier. And this will literally sit directly inside this with a little gap either side, so it kind of looks, it gives it more kind of dimension. We're not looking for perfection here, right? So I've made this door with kind of, it's not all kind of beautifully square. If you want, feel free. This is more of a kind of quick and simple, you know, I'm more of an eye person anyway when it comes to making stuff and measuring stuff out. So yeah, so this will sit literally right inside, like so. Drop it in like that. That is it. It will sit there. I'm going to glue it down, and then I'm going to tap in my little door handle. It's going to go in here, and then I'll put in my wreath thing here, not all the way through it. You don't want it to go all the way through to the back, because this actually will help if you want to tack it through to the wall, if you're putting the wall. But what I'm going to use to stick it to the wall, what I normally use is just those little sticky back stuff that you put for hooks and stuff like that in the wall. It's like little small, you can cut them to shape, like adhesive tabs, basically what they are. That's kind of the easiest way to stick it up on the wall, and you can take it off afterwards once the elves have left the building. And there it is. This is your finished product. I've put the little nail in through here, obviously not gone all the way through, so this can be for your putting a little wreath decoration on, and I put on my little doorknob, and that is it. It's pretty simple. So I use stuff that I had lying around. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's something kind of really nice and almost animated about, sort of cartoony about it having slightly off, which I quite like. Use what you can that you already have. I use a little bit of glue, obviously, to do this. Pretty much that's it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave comments if you have any suggestions on how I can improve it. Feel free. Yeah, but enjoy the elf tour, and hope I get to see lots of different elf tours and pictures of what you've done.